Thank you so much for clicking on this video. This is Meek. Welcome to my channel. And today I am going to be showing you 5 ways to make your GarageBand MIDI loops your own, to make them creative, stand out. So you won't have to use the MIDI loop as they come, okay? You can totally spice it up and do your own thing with it. And I have only five unique ways to where you can do that. Now 5 is not a lot, but you can do a lot with these 5 things, okay? So I know we got a short attention span and I wanted to keep it simple and sweet, kids. Keep it simple and sweet. We're gonna just jump into it. Let's get it. Alrighty. So today I'm going to be using a loop from the keyboard collection. So if you don't know, this is the keyboard collection here. You know, one of the many sound packs by GarageBand that are super dope. All right, so I love the keyboard collection. All right, so I'm going to go to where it says filter by. I'm going to go to sound packs and I'm going to choose the keyboard collection. Okay, they are in ABC order, so it's easier to find a way. All right, so then I'm gonna go back, type all loops, scales, any, all right, so now we are in the Apple loops, and all of the Apple loops that are pulled up on our screen are from the keyboard collection because we filtered our library by just bringing up loops from this specific pack, keyboard collection. So I told you I love the keyboard collection so much that I already went ahead and favored it. That's what I would recommend to you. Go through each sound pack and favorite the ones that you like. Even if you're not going to use them that day or for that, find some time to go through them and favorite them so it can make your workflow quicker. So I'm just going to go through some ones that I favorited, and I'm going to see which ones I'm going to use. I like that. I like this one. So we're going to choose this one for today. Endless Lullaby Synth, okay? So boom, so here we have Endless Lullaby Synth. I like the bounce of it, okay? It's pretty cool. So the first creative way to use GarageBand MIDI loops is to change the key. That's our first unique thing, all right? So we're gonna change the key by going to our settings wheel. We're going to go to key signature, and I want you to be watching for something. So these are the different key signatures here, okay? So you can choose any of these key signatures and it'll change the key of your loop, okay? So I'm going to be choosing a major key, all right? And all major keys have a relative minor key, so everything is everything. It's major or minor, okay? But I want you to pay attention to how the MIDI changes, okay? So be looking at that. So I'm going to change this to B major. Let's see what happens. You see how it jumped around? Okay, look at it again. So if I change it to A flat major, it's going to rearrange the notes to be in that key. So GarageBand is intelligent like that. So I'm going to be choosing B major because I love B major. It's a very lovely sound. So let's hear our sounds. That. All right, so let me go back to our settings and go to the key signature. I'm going to see how it sounds with B flat. Ooh, sounds beautiful. All right, and yeah, so that's the first thing. So what we just did was change the key. So always remember that you can do that. If you change the key, it automatically, if you change the key, even though it keeps the chords in the same progression, it still changes that chord progression because now it's a totally different sound, okay? And it's totally different chords being used. So it's not the same chord progression as somebody using, you know, a C major chord progression. Copyrighted music won't see that as it being copied, okay? That makes sense. So our second unique way to make GarageBand loops your own is to change the octave, okay? So what I'm going to do to change the octave is 2 ways you can do this. We're going to explore the second way in the video, but right now I'm going to show you this way. So we're going to double tap our loop. We're going to go to settings, In the settings, you can do so many different things. We're going to explore some of these things, but right now we're going to change the octave. So down here in transposition, we're going to change the octave. Now, we're not going to mess with the semitones because semitones changes the pitch. It makes it a totally different key, right? We change our key in the setting. I recommend you do it that way. But octaves is just changing how high it is or how low it is. So I'm going to make this lower by clicking the minus sign where the octaves is. All right? Sexy. Okay, so I like it like that because this is like a jazzy loop, and when it was up high it sounds cool, but it sounds more playful, but I want a more serious tone. So changing the octaves, if you change it higher or if you change it lower, it gives it a different texture and also a different feel while keeping your song in the same key. Okay, so the third thing I'm going to show you is my personal favorite. It is changing the quantization. Okay, so we're going to change the quantization by going to our track settings. Okay, and you do this by clicking the button left to the effects option. Okay, and here are our track settings. Okay, you want to go to track settings. All right, and you want to go to quantization. So in quantization corrects the timing of notes in your recordings. Okay, so that means it will change the note sequence, you know, in a way. Usually people use this to make sure their stuff is on time, but I like to use this to make my stuff kind of out of time while it's still on time. Okay, corrects the timing of your notes in the recording. Straight gives notes a more precise rhythm, while triplet and swings give notes a looser feel. Okay, so you can experiment with all these different ways, but I'm about to show you what I like. So let's go to straight first. Okay, so we're going to play it, and this has no quantization on it. Now watch if we change it to 1/4. Okay, without 1/4, it has that bounce. But 1/4, it makes it straight while keeping a little bounce in it. All right, we change it to 1/16. It gives it more of like somebody's playing live in a way. All right, let's go to 132. Is closer to the original. Let's go to 164. It makes it more straightforward, but it's still very similar to 132nd. All right, so now we're gonna go to the triplet option, and we're gonna play with the triplet sounds. And I like the triplet sounds. It makes it very unique. So we're gonna play it. We're gonna go to 1/4. See, it made it something totally different. So if you use this, it will definitely change up the loop kind of entirely. We at 1/8 now. Let's see. That's 1/4, 1/8. Let's go to swing now, 1/8. We have 1/8 swing light. Let's go to heavy. All right, so the quantization, you know, messes with the rhythm. It changes the rhythm up. Now the swing kind of takes out the brushing a little bit and makes them all linear. You know, all of the notes on top of each other as to them being strum-like. It changes the rhythm. So the most unique quantization that you can use is a triplet and a swings option, okay? And below the quantization option, you have the transposition option where you can change the octaves here as well. So say if you, you know, switched up, let's go to triplets, let's go to 4. Oops, let's go to triplet, let's go to 4. You can change the octave lower if you want to see how it sounds lower. So that is quantization. You could get super creative with it, okay? And 1/4 notes, you know, those represents the note, you know, timing of everything, okay? So the fourth thing that you can do is to change the speed. Now, you can half time your GarageBand MIDI loops, okay? So I'm going to show you how to half time it and double time it as well. So you're going to double tap your loop. You're going to go to settings. And I suggest you keep this track setting window open, okay? Because all of these are your workstation, okay? So we have our, you know, settings window open. And here you see the option where it says speed. So you can double time the speed. And because you got the looping setting on, it's going to automatically loop your loop with the speed that it has, okay? So let's go to it. All right. That's double timing it. Now let's see if we quantized it and see what it does with that double speed. You see it changes it completely. All right, now let's go to 116 notes. I like that. All right, let's go back to settings and let's speed it up by 4 times. Now it sounds jumbled up, but if you play with the quantization, you can get it sound like something. But that 1/4 sound to clean, let's go to triplets. 1/4. Let's lower the octave. Let's see what it sounds like. Get it that bounce. That 1/8 sound good too with that 1/8 triplet. Let's double tap it. Go to settings. And we're going to change the speed to half speed. All right? Slower. All right, so let's push play. Let's see. And you see how it's keeping it in the correct timing with my BPM. Like I can change the BPM and it still work right. So mine lately have been, let's see, let's go to 99. Ooh. Let's go to quantization and see what we can do. All right, I got it on 116 notes. Let's go to 164. Beautiful. I think I like this 116 triplet with this. I love it. Okay, so now I'm going to change the tempo back to 110 because that's like too slow, but I personally like too slow, but just not for a tutorial. Okay, so let's see. All right. So now we're going to double tap it again, go to settings, and we're going to change the speed to 1/4 slower. All right. And this is half timing it, okay? So you can have time right in GarageBand without any third-party effects. This sounds some Alabama Shake stuff. That's nasty. I changed the quantization to 116 speed. Let's do 132. So I'm going to turn the octave up to none. That's pretty. Now let's go 1 octave up. That that is nice. Okay, so we're gonna go to none, and we're gonna take this off. Speed. All right, we got to set back to our regular loop. So the fifth and final unique way to make GarageBand MIDI loops your own is to, of course, change the overall sound of the instrument that you're using. And GarageBand makes it so easy. So we're going to do just that. All right, so what we're going to do to do that is we're going to, first of all, leave this track setting menu. All right, and then we're going to go to this piano icon. All right. And now it's going to bring up our instrument window. Okay. So right now it's a synthetic whirly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap that icon where the synthetic whirly is, because that's how you bring up your instruments. All right. And then it's going to bring you to this window, all of the different keyboards. Okay. So in here, you can choose whatever you like. You can go to Alchemy Synths. So we can go to, I don't want to use the ARP, but you can use the ARP. Let's see what that. All right, so you can make it totally different. You see what I'm saying, guys? So let's go to a bass sound. We can go to 808. No, we can go to a 70 synth bass. That's very Kanye West-esque. All right, so next I can show you. All right, you can go to this vocal option, so you can make it a vocal loop. Super cool. All right, and go to keyboards. So what I like to do is go to just the overall keyboards, and you can change it to a keyboard. All right, you can change it to just a regular keyboard. Alright, super dope. So if we go back here, we can go to, so when you go to the keyboards, what I like is that it shows you all of the sound pack instruments. So say if you like Thomas, you know you like his pack, you could pick his, his sounds. So let me go to sound. All right. Let's go back to the track settings. Go to quantization. So you can get creative. Let's go back. Now let me go to this Michigan. Always edit the sound over here as well. Alright, so you see how you can just make, GarageBand loops your own. Like, you can do so much. So don't think that, GarageBand loops, they ain't all that. You make them all that. You make them what they are by adding your creativity in. And who would know you use the GarageBand loop? You could totally change up everything about the loop, okay? If you wanted to, you could even, let's see, go in here. You could even change around where the chords are. Or you can delete chords. Let's see, delete. You take chords out. I'm going to copy this. Copy. All right, then I'm going to delete it. And then I'm going to drag this here. And then I'm going to paste. All right. There. even change the order in which the chords are in. So that's a bonus one, honestly, because I'm keeping this video at 5 for marketing reasons, okay? So yes, thank you so much for watching. Tell me which unique thing you'll be using and which you like the most, okay? All right, so this video helps you. Please punch that like button, you know, give it a thumbs up. I love making these videos. Check out my other GarageBand videos. This is Meek Ism Wisdom. Thank you so much for watching.